All right, we should be going live. Let's check this. Let's see here. Seems that we are indeed live. Can you hear me? Let's check. Perfect. Okay, this is not the right tab. This is the right tab. So today we are going to be doing another video where we're working on this same spreadsheet. So last time we actually made some pretty decent progress, I would say. So we were able to get through Sword and Shield through black and white. So we've really just laid these out. There are still things that we have to add to them to make them better. So some of the obvious things that we are missing are the current value of each of those individual items. Those are something that we're definitely going to want to be adding. And what else do we need to add? We need probably, I think for these, that's probably pretty good. What else I would like to add is though, I want a sum for each of the categories. So under Sword and Shield, I want to have a sum for each block. You know, we have one for Sword and Shield, we have one for Sun and Moon, we have one for X, Y, Black, White. And then we're going to go back further, but I don't know if we're going to do that in this video, or if in this video, we're just going to focus on getting these, and I want to get the main tab working. Also, welcome to anyone who just joined the stream. I know I was just kind of rambling for a bit about what we're doing, but our main goals for today are going to be updating the main tab so that you can get a better picture of the total value of your collection. We're going to want to add total values for the generations, and I think we'll also show that on the main tab, and then also making the fees updatable. So I want that to be done on the main page, so you don't have to do it for every single generation because that's kind of tedious. And then for current value, we might get to that, but that one just is really tedious and it takes a while because I have to go through like TCG Player and whatnot and find all of those different things. Also, if there's a problem with my audio, or if you can hear me, please let me know. It'd be very helpful. So I think what we should do first is get totals for each of our generations. So we are, of course, going to start with Sword and Shield. Okay, thank you for letting me know the audio is working. So up here, we're going to insert a row, and also I am using sheets because people thought that would be better. And so I'm probably going to be struggling. So I apologize in advance. Some of these shortcuts, I believe, are not quite the same. I was trying to zoom in and it wasn't working quite as well. So we need our total for Sword and Shield. So what else do we need here? Really, we don't need to put that much. I think probably just the current value is what we would need. Okay, thank you. It's good to know that the audio is working. So we're going to do a sum. I don't like how this is popping up. It makes it a lot harder to actually do this, but that's really annoying. Okay. So we're just going to add up all the sums for each different set. We don't have to go through this whole column, which is nice at least. And this is why bolding things can be very, very helpful, because it makes it so much easier to do this part, because otherwise that'd be really tedious. And we can just test this by adding in a quantity. Let's see, we're going to add a quantity of 1 here, and this should update everything. Okay, perfect. So everything is working. So now we can do this for the other ones. Do we want to add anything? Oh, we should do quantity, right? That only makes sense, I feel like. So we're going to go ahead and do quantity, and if I change this to 1, this will update as well, so we are good on that front. We need, what else? We could do a % ROI. I think we could do the total spent as well. I think that one would be good to have. So let's go in and add that. So our quantity appears to have disappeared, so we're gonna fix that. Okay, now current value, I think we can also take. So actually, I think, hello Stephen, welcome to the stream. We're just working on the collection tracking spreadsheet that I started last week for anyone who missed it. We got decently far. We got through Sword and Shield and all the way to black and white. This is just for sealed product. We're gonna go in for singles, but I feel like it's gonna be tough. So what do should we sum these as well? probably, I mean, really we can take the sums of a lot of these. So let's go ahead and add those in as well. ROI percentage, what is this pulling from? So we need to check this. Yeah, we can probably just pull that in. So let's copy this. Actually, current value. So is current value, okay. We don't, I don't think we actually need this here because it's not that helpful. I feel like what we would rather have is just remove this. I don't think we really need these sums at all, to be honest, but we'll leave them in for now, and then we can go in and we can always remove them later. So we need, let's annualize this. We can just copy this formula, I believe. So let's just double check though to make sure. Okay. Hopefully the signal did not drop for too long. I just accidentally turned airplane mode on. Fun fact, this computer, if you press FN F2, which is normally a Excel shortcut, it will turn on airplane mode and then the internet cuts out. So here, okay. I don't know what's happening now with this. So we don't want airplane mode on. Let's see. Guys, I'm already having technical difficulties. This just really goes to show you. We don't want to be seeing these errors. How do I hide these? This is why I don't use Sheets, guys. I'm just Googling this, how to hide errors. Let's see. I just want to be able to... Okay. I guess we'll just leave those. Thank you, Steven. Also, welcome to the stream, Marcus. It's good to have you here. So, okay. I think I've realized what the issue was, but it's fine. So, we're going to annualize this, I think. Yeah, we'll just annualize this. We can also take the time. That could be useful. So how is this calculated? Yeah, we can use this actually. So we're gonna wanna average all of those headers. So then we'll be taking an average of the averages. So what do we need? We need this one here. We need this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh, it's really tedious doing this. I'm sorry you guys have to watch this. But we really only have to be doing it for this first sheet, and then it gets a lot easier and a lot less complicated over time. So this should start working. We will test this out. So change minus fees, sure, why not? Let's see what that is. It's the sum of those. Do we want that? I guess, sure. But we're gonna have to do the same thing. But we can actually just copy this formula here over to here. And now we can also just copy this formula up here. So this should be good. I also want to distinguish this somehow. So I think, how should we do this? Just some italics maybe? No, that's not good enough, I feel like. Should we make this colored? No, that's too depressing. Okay, we'll just leave it as italics for now. Let's see. Hello, Pika. Welcome to the stream. Michael says, Ava, I was wondering when you decide to get singles for a new set and what people or sites do you trust to get those singles from? Yeah, so I usually will buy singles a few months after release. So, I mean, the best time is really like, I would say like 6 to like 18 months after release, just because the hype has died down by then. And then I usually buy my singles from TCG Player or probably eBay the most, and it's really just looking at the seller's feedback, and if you do that, then like most of the time you should be okay. I'm glad you like the spreadsheet videos, SDC. So I think, do we have anything else we want to add here? I think this should go, probably. Yeah, we don't need these because it doesn't make sense to total up these because they're just individual items. And we're going to have to go in and fix this, so we're going to make a note of that, actually. and let's just highlight this whole column here, because these are going to be the current value of the actual products, but the numbers that are in there are just kind of placeholders. So really what we're going to have to do is go in ourselves and get those. Hello, Chris. Oh, I have viewers from Spain. That's actually pretty cool. It's crazy to think that there are people watching like on the other side of the world. I mean, Spain probably technically isn't the exact other side of the world, but it's like pretty far. And like I'm from Wisconsin, so the bar for what counts as far away is quite low. So we're gonna just paste this in here. Actually, let's just go ahead. We need to insert the row actually. So now we should just be able to paste this in here and it should work out fine. We're gonna change this to be sun and moon. And I believe there are a few more sets for sun and moon out, so we're gonna have to fix that. Let's see. Indelible says your organization is so good. I'm so jealous of your Excel skills. Thank you, but I've already been struggling today. I'm not used to using Sheets, so it's a little rough. I accidentally turned on airplane mode, which is just so sad. Is the idea here to be a pro forma? Really, we're just doing this as a way for, I don't know. I didn't really even see the point in making this, but I had a few people asking me about it, so I decided to just work on it, and I like making these, and I have a personal one. But like, there are apps out there that can do this for you guys. Like, I'm gonna be honest. There are apps out there, like Collector is a good one. It's COLLECTR, spelled like Tinder. That's a really good app. The one thing is they can't like account for card condition, so there's no way to manually input that, so it can like kind of mess with the values of things, but they can put in graded cards, which is actually really, really cool. So this is really more for people who want to customize and just like a lot of data, and really want that like additional like customizability. So this one, which, yeah, there are definitely more sets here. So let's check these. So the shortcut to pull these up, the inputs for a formula, by the way, is normally Fn F2. However, on this computer, it's just F2. But for most of you out there, it'll probably be Fn F2 if you're ever wondering about that. So we can just apply this to those. Any of these that are sums, we can really just copy it over. This one is a sum as well. Then this one we just leave as is. This one we leave as is. This one we can change as well. This one's good. And then I think we need to change this average. Yep. So this one is definitely not accurate. So we need this one and this one. Now these times don't seem entirely right. Oh, so these are our sample purchases. Okay, so that makes sense. Let's see. Quad asks what I'm studying in school. I am an econ major and also East Asian languages, which is kind of random, but it's also there. Let's see. What the hell does airplane mode do? It disconnects you from the internet, which is really, really great when you're trying to do a live stream. It always works out incredibly well. So now we're going to copy this one over. We're going to recopy it because this one might be big enough and hopefully the right amount for XY, but the set amount probably does vary a little bit from generation to generation. However, we can check this. So did I actually fix the average actually for sun and moon? Let me just double check that. Yes, okay, we did fix that. So now XY, we're gonna go in and let's see if this one is correct. Oh my God, that's so satisfying because there is the exact same amount of sets in XY and sun and moon. I love that so much, actually. Oh, Pancake, yeah, basically we were working on this last week and we were just starting on it. So we just got the format kind of. Now I'm going to be able to go and copy this back, but I might do that off camera for the other ones. And also, like, most people don't have a lot of sealed product from before black and white, especially if we're talking about like the OG EX era and like Diamond and Pearl. I feel like more people actually would have sealed WotC than those sets. So this one is good. I think actually this entire sheet should be good. So I don't think we have to do anything else with this, which is really, really nice. However, I do actually have to change this to say total XY. So let's go ahead and do that. So Matt, hello from the US to you. Sleep, Eat, Breathe Music says, yo, what's up? Not much at all. How do I do this if I despise Excel? Well, this is Sheets, so like problem solved. No, but hopefully by the time I give this to you guys, there won't be that much you have to actually do. The only things you guys have to edit are things in blue, which are just going to be the dates you buy things, how much you're paying, how many you're buying. Obviously you'd have to put that in, right? But I wanted to make it so that you guys don't have to do like most of the boring work. So really I'm just doing that, and then we're going to maybe make it look like pretty, you know, because I feel like a pretty Excel is just so satisfying and I'm so much more likely to use it. So let's see how this one matches up with the other ones. So we're just gonna go ahead and check that. This one does not line up quite right. We have one extra set in sun and moon / XY compared to this one. So we can just go ahead and we will copy this over to these other ones. So quantity we can do here. Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, I copied the average. That was dumb actually. I should not have done that. So we can go here, do this. And then we are going to copy this over to these other ones that are sums because they should all work together. You guys can also, if you didn't know anything about Excel, you can copy over formulas and it will use the relative positions of the cells. So you can take a sum of this whole column and then copy that over to this column, say, and it'll take a sum of that one, which makes life a lot easier. This one is good, this one's good, this one needs to be changed, but now it should be good. And this one is good as well. Hawkman, I'm really glad you enjoy the videos and thank you for subscribing. It's very appreciated. What is my all-time favorite card? Indelible is right. Entei is my favorite Pokemon. My favorite card, though, that's a hard question to answer. I do really like the Entei from Dark Explorers. The full art one, of course. That's not like the greatest card ever, but I have so much nostalgia for it. So I think we have this part done. So the shortcut to add a strike through, by the way, in Excel is Alt-Shift-5, if you would like to know. So we have that done. Now, let's start working on the main tab. I think this is going to help us because we're going to have some more organization. So we're going to just, can I just copy, let's see. So this is going to be equal, okay. We've got to make this aesthetic, right? We can do something similar for this. I'm actually just going to copy this, maybe, and then we're just going to add this, and we'll see what happens, okay? Actually, we're going to copy all the way to here, because then we can get this in there, and it'll be in the right place, because what I'm going to do is change those to all reference the home page. These are going to be in blue now because these are going to be hard-coded. So anything in this sheet that's blue is going to be hard-coded. I should have done that as the text color, not the highlight, by the way. So these numbers are going to be things that you can edit, and they're going to be the only things that you should need to edit, unless you want to go ahead and like customize the sheet more. This is the current date. It should update on its own. Another Pokemon card I really love is Crystal Lugia, which I do have behind me, great in PSA. I also, oh my gosh, the Entei from Aquapolis. A lot of the cards in Aquapolis are my favorites, and also just e-reader cards in general. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do our total sealed, right? Then I also want to add a tab for doing like custom entries for sealed products, right? Because certain things like are just so unique that I can't possibly list every single sealed product ever made by Pokemon on here that you might have. So I want to make it such that people can add custom entries and hopefully do so fairly easily, right? So Sword and Shield base, we're just going to call this Sword and Shield. So we're going to go, oh, we should go, really we should be going oldest to newest because that makes things easier, but we're going to go newest to oldest because people have the most of the new stuff, right? So then we're going to go here. This one is XY. Then we have black and white. And we don't need these as well. So we can clear this formatting. Let's see if I know how to clear formatting in Excel or in Sheets. Let's see. Okay, clear formatting. There we go. Now, we don't need these either, so I think we can just delete these entirely. Yes, that's correct. Okay. But what we're going to have to do is reference those other sheets, which we will start doing in a moment. So we're just going to delete these, and then what we're going to do is have these move up. Yep, so that should work. Then we are going to do this one as well. And then we might add in like some other things in between these, but for now we're just going to delete these rows because we don't really need them. So this one we can get rid of as well. And actually what we can just do is we can actually control highlight these presumably. I'm not sure if Sheets will allow us to do that. But then we just delete all of these rows. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. I messed that up. It shows how much I know, guys. If you came here for an Excel tutorial, I'm sorry because you're probably already disappointed in this content. Let's see. I went slightly now, thinking back to when I bought and opened a black and white Legendary Treasures booster box for $70 back in the day. Crazy how much the prices have risen since. I was actually looking at Legendary Treasures yesterday and the day before. It seems kind of undervalued in my opinion. However, that's just an opinion and like not a well thought out, well researched thing. So like take that with like the biggest grain of salt possible, like a salt lamp worth of salt. We're gonna add an outline. How do I even do that in this? Okay, this is it. Oh my god, you can tell this is inferior because they don't have all of the border types that Excel has, and I love having all those different borders. Whatever. So we're gonna start with this. The total sealed should be fine once we fix this. So for Sword and Shield, this should just be the time sense on the main tab here that's averaged. So then we should hopefully be able to just copy this over because these are all in relative positions, right? So this hopefully will work. And if it doesn't, oh well, we can fix it. Okay, so that looks to be good. We're also going to change the units in this to make it look better. Let's see. Oh, Lugia Legend card is also one of my favorites. Actually, one of my favorites is, I do like the Suicune and Raikou Legend card more than the ones with Entei because the art is so good. And the same artist, I believe, did the Darkrai and Cresselia. That card, I think, is so beautiful. That's like one of the most beautiful cards ever printed. Let's see, and Excel gets an unfair bad rap. Other software spend a lot of resources trying to mimic Excel. That's very true. It's a lot cheaper also in terms of like R&D to just like copy existing features than to try and develop new ones. So, you know, there's one thing there. I do think it's worth the money probably, but I've like never actually had to pay for it because either just like getting it through work or through school. I don't know, you know, I'm pretty cheap, so maybe I wouldn't pay for it. You were looking through your eBay history and vintage has gone insane. In 2012, you bought 3 base set Fossil and Jungle, $10 per pack for base set and $70 for the other, and you opened them. Well, I hope that you at least got some good pulls. I really do hope that. Adam says, glad I made a live stream. I enjoy your Pokemon perspective and style of presentation. Thank you. I hope you aren't disappointed after this because I know that this is a bit lackluster. I understand that. But I do appreciate anyone watching this. I think that these are good if you're like doing something else, you know? Like if I'm working, a lot of times I'll have YouTube on in the background, but like I half the time don't even really know what's happening in the videos. So this is like really ideal for that for me. I don't know, maybe other people don't like to watch stuff while they work though, so that kind of I feel like would remove a lot of the purpose for that. But also, like, if you're driving or something, I mean, I don't know how good it would be to listen to someone making Excel if you're driving, but, like, cooking dinner, you know, I think that's pretty enjoyable. So then we're just going to have to do this for black and white, and then we should be good. The reason these years are all the same is because the sample dates we have in here are all the same, so that does actually make sense. And we can go through, and we're going to test all these things later, just to make sure that everything is working. And you can see finally all of the errors are disappearing and we are finally getting something that is looking a bit better. Adam says, glad I made a live oh, I already read that one. It's because the black and white singles are Garbo prices, basically. They need to come up first. That's true, but some of the cards in Legendary Treasures are pretty low pop, and actually the pack price for it is like pretty low. I actually think this is true for Generations too. I just bought a complete set of the mythical pin collections on eBay, and I was able to get them for like just the pack price inside, so the promos then were essentially free. I'm still not sure if I will open those or keep them sealed. I'm very tempted to open them because like I have a lot of nostalgia for that set, but you know, who knows. Let's see, not financial advice, but just pure pun. What is the fun? What is the funnest modern set? I mean, I think Brilliant Stars is really fun. I really like when you can get something in the reverse slot, right? I think that's really cool. Celebrations actually is also really fun, but like only for the first bit of time. So this should be good, and this is going to give us, what is this release date here technically? We could do the release date for when each generation came out. I feel like that could be good. So let's do that actually. So Sword and Shield base, oh god, why does it do this? One thing this does that Excel does not do that I really dislike is it like puts a highlight over whatever you're looking at, and then it makes it impossible to click on any of those cells. I don't know if this is like just like something I can fix within Sheets and I just like don't know what I'm doing, which is very possible. Wow, it's hard to believe that Sun and Moon came out that long ago. That's already like 5 years ago now. We need XY, so that's 2014. This is crazy, guys. I'm feeling really old right now. Wait, no, that can't be right. I think I messed up the dates on these two, so we're gonna have to go back and fix those, but we will do that. So we're gonna highlight this. Whenever there's an issue, I always will just highlight the cells, because then I will remember to fix it. Let's actually make this a bit darker so it's more noticeable. Let's see. Max Beck says Ava doing God's work. Well, that's incredibly hyperbolic, but I do appreciate that. This is above me, but it's inspiring to get more organized. I promise you, in real life, I'm not organized. There's like stuff all over my floor. I can only make spreadsheets. Like digitally, I can do that, but like I also will always have 30 tabs open. So it's really just the Excels. It's the exception that proves the rule. Probably Shining Fates or Brilliant Stars. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know. Shining Fates, like, I don't think is quite as good as like Celebrations, because Shining Fates is good because you get a lot of pulls, right? But not as many as Celebrations. But it's more fun to open, I think, if you're gonna open up a lot of packs. Adam says, no, it's great. I'm listening to some X casino chips for sale on a poker chip forum, so having this in the background is perfect. That's perfect. And you're Funkton from Patreon. Well, thank you very much for being part of the Patreon. It's very appreciated. You're feeling old now, just wait. I know. You know, once you hit 22, it's all over. That's what I hear. It's all downhill. I've already peaked. The reverse spot hit is awesome. I feel like Japanese boxes with a potential God pack is fun. With English Pokemon ever have God packs? I don't know. I would hope so. That would definitely make it really fun, but I feel like it would... those must be weighable, right? That's like my thought on it, because my fear is if they are available, that people would weigh them, because it's like hard for me to imagine how they could not do that unless they just like omit the code card or something to make the weights make sense. Mattis, do you have a chase card or card you really want? I mean, I always have cards I really want. One would have to be a PSA 10 first edition Neo Revelation Entei. I have a 9 behind me. I don't know if that's the Entei or the Suicune, but it's back there. And did I say 9? I meant 8. But I really do want the 10. And then also I would like to get a Crystal Ho-Oh just to match the Lugia, because I like when things match. But then the issue is that one has a holo and a reverse holo, and like I feel like I would have to get the reverse holo as well, but then it like doesn't match. It's uneven again. So it's either go like incomplete or have it be uneven, which neither of those are satisfactory to me. Let's see. So sorry, we will keep working on this. It's hard for me to focus on like more than one thing at a time. I get so distracted. Okay, so this is all good here. Then we also are gonna add the fees to be here. So this is going to be a priority here. So we're going to have to recopy this actually because it got a little messed up. So this should start in R12. So we're going to have to make it match, and you'll see why, hopefully, why we're going to do that. So we're going to have this start in R12. And now we're going to actually make these all blue again because we're going to have to redo this part again. Michael, thank you so much for the super chat. That's my first ever super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's really nice. I'm so surprised that anyone gives me that, but thank you. You know those sketchy mystery boxes? In 2019, there was a Meijer exclusive one that had a 1 in 10 for a vintage pack and a 1 in 25 for a PSA graded card. For anyone who doesn't know, Meijer is a grocery store slash like Walmart type department store, like not like high-end department store, but like Walmart, you know? It's actually really nice though, because it's so cheap. I don't know what states they're all in, probably a lot of the Midwest, but I'm from Wisconsin, and I know that we have them here. So, what do you do this? How do we get rid of this? Format? Clear formatting. And also delete. So now, what we're going to do is copy this over. So, for sword and shield, we're going to want to have this be equal to this, right? And now, what we should be able to do is, first, we're going to lock this reference. So, when you lock a reference, what that really just does is it makes sure that it's staying in the same cell. Actually, I don't know if we will need to. We might not actually for this, just because it is a reference to another sheet. Hopefully that will transfer over, but I'm gonna try copying this to Sun and Moon and we will see if it works. Okay, perfect. So we don't actually have to do that. So now what we should just be able to do is copy this formula down. And then we should be able to copy it down here as well, because what we did, that's not right. Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. It just changed the units on us. So we're just gonna have to change these units back. Oh, this messed up the formula, the formatting. I don't like that. I hate that actually. Okay, so we're gonna fix this. The one thing is it's a real pain, it seems like, to format these in here. So I think we might have to say goodbye to my beautiful double bottom border, which is like my favorite thing to do in Excel. I think it makes everything look so much better, but I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just don't know how, and I don't really want to do it right now, to be honest. So we're gonna remove this border, and then we're just gonna add an outside border, because like we have to have a border, but like we'll just do something basic. And I think actually maybe we should move this one over here, and then we're just gonna say date so that this works. Actually, let's not, because that might mess up some of our references later. So this should be good. And now let's see if we can just copy this over to the other ones. This should work. Here's hoping. Okay, we didn't seem to mess anything up. Amazing. It looks so sad though compared to the previous formatting, I won't lie. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Your two favorite, oh yes, the Meijer thing. I totally got distracted from that, but Meijer's a very nice, cheap grocery store, so that's why I love it, obviously. I don't know if I've seen the Meijer mystery boxes. I've seen the ones at Walmart that have the like 1 in 10 for a vintage pack, and I actually bought some of those the other month, and I recorded me opening them. And I was like, should I upload this as a video? But then I was like, does anyone really want to watch this? So then I didn't upload it, even though like I have the footage and I like made a spreadsheet for it and everything. But maybe one day if I like run out of stuff to film, or like I just really need something quickly, that's the day it'll come out. So you'll know that I was like really strapped for time if that ever comes out. Let's see. Pika's favorite modern sets are Celebrations and Brilliant Stars. I agree with that for sure. Brilliant Stars is like one of the few sets that I think is like fun enough to really open. I don't know if anyone saw the incredibly poor luck I had with a Fusion Strike booster box on Saturday. It was really sad. Like actually all my pulls were probably worth $15 tops together, all of them. Which is like not good. Let's see. One day you went to your store and they had 5 of them. So this is referring to those mystery boxes. One of them was noticeably heavier. Bought it, and it had both a PSA 10 Shining Raichu and a Flashfire pack as the vintage pack. That's insane. Also, that's what I was wondering about these, because if they're seeded to have those things, like you'd think you could be able to just like weigh them like with your hands actually, and apparently you can. So if I ever go and they all feel like they're the same weight, clearly I shouldn't buy it. But I wish they had done something to like counteract that. Like maybe all of them could have a PSA card, but like trash cards, you know? Yeah, for sure the God Packs would be weighable. Hollow Out's about 0.4 grams and a code card is about 1.4 to 1.8 grams. What you could do though is remove the code card, right? Because if that's like 1.4 grams, you could add like, let's see, if it's 1.8, really you could add like 4 additional hollows, potentially, and have it not be so noticeable. Matt says prices overseas are higher, so it's harder to have a sealed collection as costs soon add up. I've been picking up more singles. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. And also, my understanding is that a lot of countries that aren't the US will make you pay for shipping every single time. I could be wrong on that. But Pico, the reason I said that is, like, if it's got, like, a PSA graded card in it, like, it will probably feel heavier. Because what these will normally have in them is, like, 3 packs. So if you're feeling, like, you can just tell with your hands is what I mean. Like, you don't have to, like, weigh them. Like, 3 packs versus 3 packs plus, like, a PSA graded card, I feel like you'll be able to feel the difference potentially. And he said that that one actually had both additional ones, which would make it even more clear. It would weigh like almost twice as much. Michael just says thank you. Yeah, it's really, really appreciated again. Max Beck says rip the thick border. And he asks, is this a master spreadsheet you're designing to track your own purchase or collection, or is this tracking prices over time? This is for tracking, like, your own collections, but, like, it should be able to track prices over the time because you're able to add the current value of all of the different products. So we're gonna actually have to go through and do this, which, like, is gonna be really tedious. But maybe we should get started on doing that, because, like, I feel like that'll make this so much more useful, because, like, people can go in and add the prices themselves, but I just, like, don't want people to have to do that. So we'll probably have to start doing that. So I will probably now open up another tab. I won't make you guys watch this. Actually, no, we can all look at this part together. So let's add this back here. So we're gonna go on to TCG Player. So for Sword and Shield, we're just going to use TCG Player prices, because for modern sets, like, a lot of what's being sold is just sold on TCG Player. It gets more dicey when we're talking about older sets, where, like, a lot of times TCG Player listings will just be ridiculous because they're the only ones listing it, and they can really just do a crazy price. I think I have done that once or twice before. If I'm, like, selling something pretty rare, I don't expect it to sell until, you know, eventually it's worth that much, but, like, it can be a good strategy. So $223 for Sword and Shield booster box. Let's just remember these off the top of our head. The ETBs are going to be different prices. I was actually talking about these today in a video, and if you haven't seen it, you should go watch that video. So $45 for this one, and this one is going to be $53, so we can just average those. So we can say the average is like $48, right? I feel like that's fair. So $223, $48. And then let's go in here, and we're going to search Sword and Shield base packs. Actually, should we be doing loose packs or sleeved packs? That's a question. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because obviously, like, certain sets are, like, kind of weighable. And so for those sets, there could be, like, a massive discrepancy. And generally, you know, a sleeve booster is going to be better in the long run than a loose one, but also, like, they're a lot more work to store and just less common for people to have. I feel like most people aren't holding on to just sleeve boosters. I mean, some people are, especially sometimes people will have cases, but, you know. Because it says use one of the store scales. Yeah, you can go over to the produce section and just weigh it. Don't do that, though. Thoughts on SM Pratt saying modern is not worth investing? I didn't see that, but really, I mean, I already made a video on this, and my opinion is that you can succeed in any, like, niche part of the hobby, and really, if someone else has a different opinion, that doesn't bother me. So, and I collect a bit of everything, so, I mean, I think it is personally, but, like, I think a lot of people have higher expectations than I do for the returns, because, you know, when you're hoping for a 50% return year over year, that's, like, not investing at that point. That's really kind of, you know, trying to get a lottery ticket. Let's see. This live is about weighing mystery boxes from the store. What a joke. No, it's not, I swear. I don't endorse that. I mean, I really don't endorse mystery boxes in general, but, like, they're kind of fun. I kind of like them. I've bought a few from eBay. I made a couple of videos about it. One of them was actually pretty good, so it was, like, actually kind of worth it. Hawkman says, Pika Pika, I saw someone using the grocery scales for them once. I mean, gosh, I can't believe they even have that many. I've only ever seen, like, a couple there. Max says we should do loose ones. I'm kind of leaning that way as well, because I just feel like that's just going to be what most people have, you know? So here we're seeing $3.97, but how much with shipping? I think we can really say it's gonna be free shipping over $5, so we should really just say that they're $3.97, which is crazy considering how much the booster box itself is going for. We're gonna also format all of these to be numbers because it will make things much prettier for us. Let's see, can we do numbers here? Yes, we can. Okay, so these are formatted as numbers now, but let's hide these decimal places because they're kind of ugly. So there we go. That looks much better, I feel like. So now we can move on to Rebel Clash. We're actually like going through this. I mean, we did 3 things actually. I'm being a little generous with myself here. My cousin has gone crazy collecting. He bought all the packs at Dollar General to get the display and is hanging sleeve boosters on it in his Pokemon room. He has like 300 of them. 300 sleeve boosters are like 300 displays because like those are different levels of dedication. That's a lot though. I mean, hopefully he's like buying more than just that one thing, so it's like he's not all in on these Dollar Tree packs. This one is $3.16 is the lowest that I'm seeing. $3.50 though. We can say $3.16 though, and like 78 cents shipping, but it's free over $5. So that one we're gonna say is the $3.16. Rebel Clash is up to $175. I feel like it was actually, yeah, it was up to $200 before. Rebel Clash is like not a great set. Let's see. We need the ETB as well. So we're at $3.16, $175, and very expensive ETB. I wonder if this one will get reprinted. I would be interested to see. So this is going to be $97 plus $10, so we're just going to say $107 on that. So I'm going to type that one first because I remember it. $107, $3.16. And $175. If I mess up on any of these, please let me know, or if you like disagree with those prices. Let's see. What do I think about Japanese cards? I like them. I don't like choose them over English, but there are a lot of Japanese exclusive cards that I do really like, so I do buy those. Yeah, a lot of times I will buy them from like Buy or something, or sometimes you can get pretty good deals from even just Japanese sellers on eBay. Less so now, but like back in 2019, oh my god, you could get such good deals. I used to buy like Japanese EX cards from the first EX era like all the time, and oh, you could just get such good deals. So $128 for the booster box. That's been flat for a while now, I believe. ETB all the way down to $36. Let's see. So that's a good deal. And then we need our loose booster pack. $128, $36, and $3.20. So I'm gonna add that one. $3.20. This should be $36, and then $128. Vivid Voltage is next. Also, this is like really tedious, but this is like when I make those videos, this is kind of what the process for them is like. The ones where I would make videos about the returns from Sword and Shield products, this is just kind of what it looks like. Michael says, I mean, hey, I don't respect returns, and I just completed Platinum Era in blister pack form. Just nice to pick up for my sealed. Yeah, no, I totally get that. I love having like complete sets of things. Like I said, I picked up a complete set of the mythical pin collections. First because I was able to get a good deal, but I wanted to have one of all of them, and it was a very convenient way to do that. So $115 for a Vivid Voltage booster box. This has come down a lot as well, actually very quickly in the past few weeks. So we're at $115 and $38. You can actually get this below MSRP now. So I think that one's probably pretty close to bottomed out. So 38, was it 113 or 115? I might have to double check that. 290. So I'm just gonna write these down. Oops. So 290 for this. 290, 38, and then going back here, we're gonna see 115. Okay, perfect. Now we can go on to Battle Styles, a very not loved set. I feel like people complain more about Battle Styles than they do about Rebel Clash, which is just like really, really weird to me. I don't know, like for me, I don't mind Battle Styles. Like, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's kind of good. Let's see. No, I'm not sure how that is pronounced. Is it Noe or no? I used to love the Walmart mystery boxes for some fun. Never really got anything good, but it's the mystery that draws me. True. And that's why I like the eBay ones more, because it's like really a mystery. I don't really like the ones as much that are just packs. I just feel like they're not quite as good. Peter says, yo dude, I also track my collection, finishing master set of all English TCG sets, subsets of every card variant. Wow, your collection must actually be crazy. If you're anywhere close to that, that is very, very impressive, and definitely better than my collection. And I feel like I spend a lot on Pokemon as it is. So this one is going to be $87.65. Let's write that in and just be precise for the purposes of this. So $87.65. Still so cheap. And I'm pretty sure Battle Styles is now like out of print. So definitely, I don't know, if you have been thinking about picking up this set, now might be a good time. Again, not financial advice, and only do that like if you actually want it. I don't think this set is going to be like number one in the long run, but it's a good price, so there's not that much downside. It was even cheaper before. I don't know why the ETBs aren't coming up. So the packs were like $2.90 as well, right? Or were they less than that? I can't even remember. So we're just going to say 74. We're going to just say 36 for those. And then the packs, let's double check that. $2.39. No, that's a lie. I don't know why it says that. So $2.93 and 36. I keep clicking on that wrong tab. So $2.93. The reason I'm doing that is actually just to like subliminally message people into using my affiliate links, which everyone should be using because it doesn't cost anything. This shameless self-promo. So let's see. If we are talking long term, I believe any set will go up. Like even looking at Steam Siege, the worst set ever, it's gone from $4 to $6 this month. Those crazy returns. Yeah, no, I agree. I think the issue is really that people have unrealistic expectations, and they just say, no, these sets won't perform like the old sets, which is true. But also, I do believe that they will go up in the long run. And I don't think that like 10% annualized ROI is like crazy to expect. If you were paying $80 for a booster box, I'm confident that, you know, in a few years, it'll be $100. I don't think that's unrealistic to say. So we did Battle Styles, yes. So now we need to do Chilling Reign. PokeRev opened a bunch of those dollar store packs and pulled nothing good. So I don't know where he bought them, but those are like really, I mean, they're one, incredibly easily weighable, and also you can feel if there's a full art in them because you can like move the cards and feel the texture. I don't encourage anyone to do this, especially because I feel like a lot of the times, you know, the people buying those are gonna be kids and they don't know better that, you know, people might be weighing these. So $93.88, guys, Chilling Reign is going back up. I don't know if you remember, but that along with Fusion Strike is what I've been ranting about. You can still get it below that elsewhere, but like it's starting to go back up, guys. So $293 for this. So let's just add those in now. $293, $93.88. And then we have to check the ETBs. I wish this would come up on the first page. I feel like that should be one of the first results. Michael says, also Modern isn't dead. Look at Cosmic Eclipse and Team Up booster boxes. Had you got in when they were relatively affordable, both are incredibly pricey right now. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I remember paying like $140 for some Unified Minds and Unbroken Bonds ETB or booster boxes and feeling like I was just like getting fleeced, but I was like, I just gotta do it, you know. It did work out, but you know, it's crazy to see how much things have gone up because like I'm pretty lucky that I started to have like a bit more of a budget like right before the Pokemon boom basically, so I was able to buy a decent amount. Obviously, like I wish I could have bought more, but you know, I've also just accumulated a lot of random stuff over the years. So we're just gonna say 45 for the ETBs for Chilling Reign. Guys, we're like actually making progress on this a lot faster than I was expecting. We only have to do Evolving Skies through Brilliant Stars, and maybe we'll add some filler numbers for Astral Radiance, but like pre-order prices, I mean, just are so different than the actual price, and it's not like you could sell it right now at that price anyway. I mean, you could if you're scummy, you could sell it as another pre-order and just cycle that around. But yeah, Cosmic Eclipse and Team Up are really, really good sets. Team Up especially, it was never reprinted. Cosmic Eclipse was reprinted, however, it was originally meant to be a booster box. I was talking to Pokemart USA the other day on his stream about this. Those were originally meant to be a booster box, right? But they didn't happen because of COVID. So this was going to be like early 2020, right? That didn't happen. So now that's why you're seeing Cosmic Eclipse packs pop up all over the place. Because when you see like a good, decent Sun and Moon pack in new products, it's always Cosmic Eclipse. Always Cosmic Eclipse. I don't ever see Unbroken Bonds or like Unified Minds. I mean, maybe there's something out there that I just am not thinking of right now, but it's always Cosmic Eclipse from what I've seen. And that's because of that. So really, you know, the prices of the booster boxes don't reflect that there was never actually a reprint for the booster boxes. So I think that I might buy one. The $500 that they're currently going for was like a little bit steep for me. So I've just been holding off on it because they've been relatively flat for a while now. But given the fact that, you know, these are down to $175 again. I think this is probably because there's rumors about there being a reprint, which, I mean, I think everyone on this channel saw it coming. And hopefully none of you guys have been buying these at that, you know, ridiculous $190 price point. I can't believe. Let's see if actually did anyone buy these? This is like off, you know. Let's look at the sales history on this. You guys can see this? Yes. Okay, you can see the sales history. I know you guys can't see like the exact full window, and I do apologize for that. Also, oh my god, when I move in, it's like incredibly zoomed in, so let me try and make this a bit better. Hopefully now it's like less weird. Okay, that should be slightly better. So people, oh my god, people are really buying these. These are selling so much, oh my god. But let's see. Oh my god, the sales volume on this is insane. So we're seeing the 180s, bro. 180. Did anybody pay one? Oh my god. This poor soul paid $195 for two. Guys, come on. Do these prices make sense? And Pokemon, like, they care about the secondary market, and I think they should. They reprint things that are insanely expensive. So this is going for $174. Yep, okay, we updated that. Now we need the ETB. And again, the ETB never shows up on the front page. What's up with that? I think that's a conspiracy, honestly. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I feel like I just missed a bunch. I had to scroll down. I'm sorry. The Japanese card question, I feel like I did answer that and said yes. But I don't like choose Japanese over English for cards that I can get in English. Unless it's a specific card art that is like an insane price in English, whereas it was much more readily available in Japanese. But usually it's going to be like exclusive promos is really what I like. But definitely putting money into the better sets is more wise. Yes, for sure. I like to have a little bit of everything just because that's who I am. And it does help diversify a little bit. You're still not really that diverse because we're still talking Pokemon cards, right? You should be investing in other things. You should have like Roth IRA, of course. You know, we talk about that. But yeah, you know, I own like, let's see, like I own like 1 or 2 Rebel Clash ETBs, right, just because I have to have them, but then I got a lot of Champion Paths ones. By my standards, it's a lot. I had like 8 of them that I was able to get at MSRP over the course of a few months, just, you know, by being ready at 3 a.m. to press the buy button as quickly as possible when, you know, it was really hard to get anything. Let's see. Philip says hello to you as well. Hawkman, 300 sleeve boosters. Just one display so far, but he's looking for more. He has like 100 evolving skies sleeves, Sword and Shield base, and Brilliant Stars. Brilliant Stars is good. I approve. I wonder, does he collect singles at all? Yes, Team Up is wild. Max got back into the hobby in late 2018, opening up Jungle, Fossil, and Rocket for $10 and $20 all day. Times have changed. Hopefully you got some good pulls, and I mean, they're probably in good condition. I don't know if you've graded any of them or if you like grading or not, but you know. Matt says, I guess this is like a behind the scenes special video. Get to see how you do your research into prices. This is like fairly easy, right? Because we're just looking at what's readily available online. So this here says 125 for 2, so we're just going to divide that by 2 and say 62.50 for the ETB. I'd be interested to see if the ETB gets reprinted. I'm pretty confident that the booster box will be, but we'll see with the ETB. Let's see what else. Yeah, for like researching older products, usually that's where we have to get into like eBay sales, and it just gets like a little more complicated, but it's just, you know, market price is fairly straightforward for these new products. And hopefully people enjoy these types of videos. Like, I know it's not the normal content, but I like to do these, and normally this is going to be like an exclusive download for my patrons, but what I like to do is to have a way for everybody to get it. At the end of the stream, I will share a link, you know, so that anyone can download it. It'll be active for like 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, just so really people who are watching the stream can get it for free, because I want, you know, everyone to have a chance to get it. And, you know, if you really like to watch my videos and you're even willing to watch this, then I think you have the right to have this for free. I appreciate it. Hey, but your thoughts on the liquidity and depth of the Yu-Gi-Oh versus Pokemon card markets? So I don't invest in Yu-Gi-Oh as much. I have some old products. I mean, my first TCG investment was in Yu-Gi-Oh, actually, my first sealed product investment, I should say. Just because I'm worried more about the future of Yu-Gi-Oh than I am of Pokemon. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't do a good job of pulling in a younger audience. You know, we have to see what happens with Master Duel, because that could change things, right? You know, Master Duel, I think it's been downloaded like 30 million times is what one of my friends told me, which is like an insane amount for Master Duel, right? That's like a lot. And that could change things. I mean, I hope it does, but I'm not sure. I mean, we'll see. So, in terms of, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to say with Yu-Gi-Oh. I would have to look more at it, and I think it really depends what you're talking about, right? Because they're like really, I mean, so Pokemon has the modern and the vintage market as well, and like ultra modern and all of that. But Yu-Gi-Oh really has, there's like the competitive market for like viable singles, and then there's like the vintage market as well, right? Or there's like the ultra high rarity, so that's like your Ghost Rare Starlights. I feel, you know, the vintage market probably will do okay. I don't know how much more it'll go up though. We'll have to see. Let's see. Oh, I got it right the first time. I think I said, did I say Noe the first time? I hope so. I'll try to remember that. Let's see. Attack says, would you like assistance at some point to automate the prices that you're pulling into your spreadsheets? I presume you're manually updating the prices. So for sealed products, I am. For singles, I can update it automatically in Excel, because you can pull in data to Excel from the internet, by the way, and there are certain like things you can add to the code of the spreadsheet that will make it update automatically if you didn't know. However, the issue is that the functionality of this is pretty limited. If it's not clearly organized into like a table type format, Excel is really, really bad at reading the data. And so for me, it's been difficult to get the data for sealed in a format that is acceptable for Excel, to find that online. You know, maybe I could try doing something with Python. My coding experience is really, really limited. The biggest project I've ever done was like a Twitter scraping thing from, like to get sentiment analysis kind of for some like work, you know, kind of thought experiment. But that was like using a pre-made like API thing for Twitter. So like I can't get the TCG Player one unless I pay money, and I'm guessing it's probably pretty expensive. Let's see. Fusion Strike is slept on hard. It's a good set. Yeah, I don't know if honestly at this point I'm just simping for it, because like I got totally wrecked by it, but I still like it. Let's see. It's hard to keep up with the chat. Oh my goodness, you guys are sending me so many messages. I mean, I appreciate it. I feel like that sounds bad. Let's see. You bought 3 Unified Mind booster boxes for like $160 with a plan to open them, but I sat on them and saw prices go crazy. Yeah, that must be great, because I remember the period from when Unified Minds went from like $160 to $300. That must have been like a month, right? It was crazy. I felt like it was almost overnight. Do you only dabble with speculating on sealed? My friend who is huge on IG and I've been collecting data for specific PSA related grading experiment. No, I do buy other things. I just like, it's always harder for me to justify paying so much more for PSA graded cards, so I really try to only do it for things that I would be happy to keep in the event that, you know, they declined in value. But it's something that I'm definitely interested in. I've been talking to some people about it more, and there seems like there are certain things that have a lot of potential, especially it seems like there might be some sets where there is some potential to actually break packs open and get a positive ROI. So that's a project I've actually been working on with someone recently. Hawkman bought 2 Cosmetic Clips booster boxes for $85 each when it came out. Opened both, so much regret. At least you got to open them. I was not buying that much product from Sun and Moon like when it was happening, just because, my god, so many of those things were just like not it for me. Like I remember buying a Lycanroc GX box, pretty sure, and oh god, I don't like the way those GXs look, so I was like not buying a lot of Ultra Modern when that was happening. Let's see. You bought 100 of those Mimikyu Pikachu promo blisters. Such an amazing buy. Yeah, I'm jealous. I remember seeing the Espeon and Deoxys and the Umbreon and Darkrai boxes at Meijer for like, MSRP, maybe lower, because a lot of times they would have sales, and I passed on it because I thought it was too expensive, and that really hurts. You just sold Team Up for 180 plus shipping? Bro, that's... Okay, evolving size. Okay, good, because that was crazy. Pokemon USA, you heard your name. I don't know if you heard your name, but, I at least know your name. If you didn't know, he doesn't know my name, which is actually really, really hurtful, because we've spoken to each other a few times now. Tom says, howdy partner, had dinner, now relaxing, about to do some work around the house. That's very good. You're being more productive than I am. This is a way for me to put off doing things that I really do need to be doing. Let's see. I'm trying to get caught up to the chat. So Hawkman says not a whole lot of singles. He has a hidden base master set and some Japanese stuff, but his sealed is pretty good. He has at least one of every sealed product that came out since 2017. If you're talking like everything and not just like the main products, that's actually crazy. He's looking into extra insurance because he has like 50k worth of cards in his card room now. I'm actually also looking into insurance. I actually, like, when they're like, oh, give us your information and we'll contact you. I did that the other day, so we'll see how that goes. It doesn't seem like it's actually very expensive at all. So if you have a lot of cards, you might want to consider getting collectible insurance. Pika says, on a similar note, actually, good point on the insurance. I've always wondered what Cool Trainer Ryan does for insurance. He's got millions worth of sealed cases in his basement alone. Yeah, especially, oh god, water damage, can you imagine? Let's see. Attack Lab says, I'll share you a link shortly to provide an example for sealed or singles. So if you want to do that, I don't think you can send that in the chat, but you can feel free to DM me on Instagram. It should actually be on the screen, because like, look how professional my setup over there is. Let's see. Your only flip is from those Japanese packs was a Snorlax that you got graded PSA 10, sold the Snorlax. Wow, $14.50, that's good, actually. That's really good, especially if you were opening those for 10 or 20 bucks. Oh my god. Holding on to the rest, yeah, there's nothing wrong with holding those, I feel like. Let's see. Open packs and send the hits to PSA and see how much money you earn overall. I mean, it would be interesting. Now is not the time to send them, though, of course, because they're expensive. Dick says, Eli, can't wait for your live tomorrow. Courtesy of the Peaky Blinders, of course. I think that's an inside joke, so I feel a little excluded. Matt says, I've got a sealed Espeon GX box, one of my few sealed packs. Well, you're doing better than me on that front. I don't have it. An insurance video would be interesting. Yeah, we could talk about it. Really, I could just give you my experience of like going through and getting it. I mean, I think it'll be pretty simple and pretty straightforward, but I think it's worth, doing. It's always interesting to see, because it would also just be good to get that like PSA out there to remind people that they should be doing that. Let's see. So Fusion Strike, man, this guy. So he is currently going for $92.25. Okay, so we can remember that, hopefully. Fusion Strike, the ETB is showing up on the first page. Thank you. So 35 for the ETB. Then we're at... Oh, this is the sleeved one, my bad. Let's see. The regular pack is going to be $284. Okay, so Fusion Strike packs. Oops. If you want to undo something in Excel, by the way, Control-Z is a very, very useful shortcut. Probably the one I use most, if we're being honest. So, Brilliant Stars. Okay, let's see. This is also good for refreshing me, because I don't keep that much, like, I don't keep very close track of the prices for ultra modern things, just because, like, I feel like that type of thing is just gonna stress me out more than it would help me. Usually, you know, I just like to set it and forget it. It's interesting, though, to see that Brilliant Stars ETBs are going for above MSRP. This week I did see them at Walmart and GameStop, so it's not like they're very difficult to find for MSRP, but just interesting to see on the secondary market. Actually, let's say 43 for that. You know, we're being generous. Let's see. No, he says Fusion Strike or Chilling Reign. I have to say Fusion Strike. Chilling Reign actually has a lot of great cards in it, but I am a big fan of Mew, so I really feel like I would be, you know, betraying my identity, you know, if I said otherwise. Also, you know, people shit on that set all the time, but do you remember when everyone was, like, pooping their pants over the Espeon from, you know, the Japanese equivalent, and we're just, like, so excited over it and just overpaying for that box so much? And then, you know, Fusion Strike, it's just the worst set ever, guys. It's actually the worst set ever. So let's check. But I like both. I would probably have to say Fusion Strike, though. Did we get the ETB? Oh, no, we already did get the ETB. How much was the pack again? I'm struggling here, guys. Oh, you know what we also will want to add? We're going to want to add Pokemon Center ETBs. But I don't want to do that now. So I'll do that some other time. Maybe I'll do some of this stuff off camera. Also, like, it would spare you guys. But I feel like the whole point is also kind of showing the, like, start to finish process. You know, because this way, like, you know, I don't have anyone in the background making some mediocre spreadsheets for me. Let's see. Control Z is the best thing since sliced bread. Yes, it is so good. Wow. Okay. It's such a good short. And you can actually use that pretty much anywhere online. So, like, if you are in a search bar, I think you can use it as well, even. So, Astral Radiance loose packs. Pre-order price, $5. That's crazy. 49, we'll say. A booster box is going for 118. Now, I might pre-order a booster box so that I can have one to open on the channel. The question is, would anyone want to see that content? Because opening packs is like a double-edged sword. It's fun, but, like, also really, really awkward to film on camera. I've gotten better at talking to myself as, I've descended further and further into madness, but I don't know if I'm, like, quite there yet, where I can, like, actually be really entertaining and, like, laugh incredibly loudly alone, like, when there are people next to me who can hear everything I'm saying, probably even right now. It's a hard thing to decide, and also, like, I know it's a bit different than my regular content, but, like, I think it would be fun, and sometimes I feel like I should probably just do the thing that I want to do. I don't know, though. We'll see. So we're looking for Sun and Moon base. Sun and Moon base, I believe the original printing at least was mappable, so that's probably had an impact on the current price. And also, to be fair, the regular ETBs are also quite cheap, so I don't know. Let's see. Fusion is better than chilling. Yes, for sure. Max says you have 200 slabs that aren't even worth selling. For every flip, there's definitely a bunch I have to hold strategically. Yeah, for sure. I mean, one move is always to just sell a bunch together. That is very, very convenient. Let's see. Dragon Majesty was probably your biggest letdown. Thought it was going to be amazing. I was even more ready for Champion's Path to be rough. I mean, Dragon Majesty, like, it's all worked out in the long run, to be fair. If you're, like, holding some sealed Dragon Majesty, it's not so bad. I think I actually need to buy one for my ETB collection. I have almost every ETB from that era, but I think I might be missing that one. So, I might spend, like, $350 on that, which is not a... that's not an investment. That's just a purchase for me. Let's see. Are there any Entei Chase cards you are after? So I have most of them. Let me think. I'm missing the bottoms for the Legends, and then the question is, do I, like, chase those higher rarities? So these ones we are going to include shipping, because it's like you can't get free shipping. So it's going to be $215 for the booster box. And then other ones... I'm probably going to get a graded copy of the one from Aquapolis. Gosh. And so I don't know if I want to get 10s on that or 9s. I can almost never justify 9s. And then the Entei EX from Team Magma I do have, but it's a very ugly copy. But then the question is it worth getting, like, a nice condition copy of such a heinous card? Or should I just be happy that I have one in my collection? You know what I mean? So I'm still trying to decide on that one. So Sun and Moon base, we're going to say $4.50 for this. The booster box is now finally up to $2.15. We're also going to put all of these in $2, which will also put all the ones after it into dollars, which is nice because it makes consistency a lot easier. So you can see these also just got converted into dollars. And we are actually also going to go ahead and hide these additional decimal places just for the sake of simplicity and aesthetics. So let's see. We are also missing the ETB, so let's go ahead and add that. Would I buy a StockX Shining Legends ETB for $346? Well, I have bought other StockX ETBs, and the Celestial Storm one, you might be able to see it on there. That one you can actually see it. It's not in the front. The only thing that I really got screwed over where they put it on the front was a Hidden Fates tin, which might also be behind me right there. That one, I'm debating like just trying to remove the sticker, but I don't really want to mess it up. However, that one's cheap enough that I feel like for the sake of science, we could try it. You know, I could maybe make that like a really quick video, not like a super long one, because I wouldn't want to drag that out for anyone. But that's one where it's like, I don't know, it would be interesting because I have a lot of products from StockX actually, because you can get some good deals there. The Shining Legends ETB I do have, I actually really regret purchasing because there was like a mild little tear in the corner of the wrapping, and I'm such a procrastinator, I'm so lazy that I didn't even open the box, I think, until like a month after. So this is from TCG Player, and it was like a legit seller. So then I messaged them eventually, and they were like, nope, it's been too long. And I was like, oh, okay. Actually, it wasn't a month, it was like 2 weeks, maybe even a week, but I waited too long. And I was like, you know, I could probably fight this, but I guess fair, you know, they're just trying to, I don't know, I just took the loss on that one. So Guardians Rising, not the best set. Let's see. I enjoy watching content where people open, grade, and expand their collections, and not just with Pokemon. Okay, well, if you like that, then I apologize for that very awkward transition, but I've been thinking about opening these on video because, so I actually like to collect figures, and I have some of these open on the shelf, right? I think they look really, really cool. I have like actually like 2 more of those sealed for different sets of these types of figures. They're the remint figures, but then like I made a video about that, but my channel was, like, to be fair, a lot smaller, and like I think it got like 100 views after a couple weeks, so like it did really, really bad. So I mean, it feels like I want to make the stuff I want to make, but sometimes it feels bad when nobody wants to watch it. And I also just feel like, you know, because it's not entirely related, that like maybe it's my fault and like people didn't subscribe to see that type of content, but I'm not sure. So interesting to see that these have been slowly declining a little bit. To be fair, it's like 10 cents, so I don't know if that's actually like statistically significant. And it's just really this one listing, so it's basically been flat. So $6.94 for those. Then the booster box is going for $2.60. Then we have an ETB, which is here, for $90. We'll say $96. So ETB, $96. This one is $6.94, and this one is $2.60. So let's see. I would watch you open, but since you are more financial channel, it might be better to do like a box break sale or something. Hits both points. Yeah, that could be good. I mean, also, like, I like to just total up everything, so I don't think it would be that weird for me to then go into a spreadsheet at the end so you guys can see how much I lost, because I always lose money because I have very, very poor luck. Let's see. It's my channel. I can do what I want. I do appreciate that. Maybe I will. That Espeon Ultra that was released as a promo in Japan is in Fusion Strike. Yes. Just nobody cares. I mean, like, that's why I feel like it's underrated. There are a lot of cool cards in it. For pack opening enjoyment, I like Celebrations and Brilliant Stars. Yep, I feel the exact same. Descending Further into Madness is cool and fun. Thank you. I don't want to be a hype opener, but like I do like to open stuff sometimes. I never open products alone. That's like my rule. So I only do it with friends, and I feel like a stream, or not a stream, I mean maybe a stream, but like a video, that's like with a bunch of friends, because you know we're all friends here. Yeah, this is more friends than I've ever had. 39 people are watching this, most friends I've ever had. Looks like publish to web doesn't work. Here is the raw Google Sheet link. Apologies for the spam. I'm guessing that's in my DMs. Do a removing StockX sticker video. Okay, I will do it. Maybe I'll try, so we're gonna try like the low value items first, because my golden box there also is from StockX, so like that's like high stakes. I would be stressed about that one, just messing that up, or even if it just like kept that sticky residue in there, that would be really annoying. Okay, interesting comment. Burning Shadows best booster box to PSA 10 Zard ratio. I don't think so. Make the videos, don't be shy, even if it does bad. I will try. You'll attract different viewers to that, or even inspire others to try it out themselves. I was thinking about doing some like personal finance videos, though maybe I'll make a separate channel for that, because like guys, I feel like it's impressive how little money I spend in a week. This summer it'll be more interesting because I'll actually have to pay rent and whatnot. Now I'm an RA, so I get to live for free, which is the only reason that I live in this shoebox. But it's a fair trade, I would say. So let's see. Okay. We're on Burning Shadows. I have to focus. I get so distracted. But yeah, I feel like a really fun one would be like a vlog where I show everything I spend in a week this summer. Also, I will be doing an internship that should hopefully be pretty cool. Like we're gonna go to New York for a week. I think it'll be interesting. Like, and it's like, it's finance related, because that's like what the job is related to. So I don't know, I feel like it could be cool. Okay, so $9 and then 119 is what we'll say. Burning Shadows, man, getting expensive for what it is. But that's just the power of Charizard. So Burning Shadows. Let's see. I can't see where to DM you on Instagram, sorry. On my page you should be able to, there's a message button. If it shows your CGC graded Hannah Montana collection, it's so sick. Dude, I'm sorry, but I'm a Belisara girl, so if you guys don't know, this is the best TCG ever made. There was a game to go along with it that I also did play. The cards, to be fair, are freaking sick. I remember I bought these from an LGS like last year, because like this game like doesn't really exist anymore. But best TCG of all time. These cards are so freaking beautiful. The hollows, oh my god, they're amazing. But it's just a really, really fond memory, man. I remember this game. You guys should all play that. Best game ever. I don't know if it still exists, but it was cool. Maybe we'll have to do a Belisara opening on this channel. I'm sure that would go over well. I'm sure everyone would love that. So Crimson Invasion is next. Definitely a step down. Weirdly similar titles. I don't really like that. It's Burning Shadows and Crimson Invasion feel really similar to me, right? They're not like exactly the same, but it's like the same flavor, I feel like. So 179.29 and 530. Oh, I'm sorry if you guys can hear this ambulance. Or is that a police car? That's an ambulance. But the area I live in is like mildly pretty ghetto. So these are common sounds. Let's see. Elite trainer boxes. Burning Shadows booster box is $350 versus $3,000 Zard. Does anything else have 10x? The issue though is the difficulty of 1, pulling the Zard, and then 2, getting a 10. Like, it's just not gonna happen. I can't type. To be fair, this computer has different spacing on the keys. I say that every time, and it is an excuse, but I feel like it is a valid excuse. If you didn't know, I'm using my friend's computer because mine is a piece of crap and I can't use it to film live streams. So Ultra Prism is next. Let's check it out. Ultra Prism is a pretty cool set. Let's look at the cards. For anyone who doesn't know, this Lily is in Ultra Prism. Very cool card. So we have 375 for the booster box. Let's just double check the shipping. Yep. So 373.90 technically. We're going to say 125 for the ETBs. Then we're going to go back to relevance. And it is going to be $11.90 for a pack. Wow, these have gotten expensive. Oh my god. These are crazy. I think it's because really there's just actually stuff to pull in this set. So 125. I'm missing these ETBs actually. So if anyone has any for sale, I do need to add these to my collection. This one, what did we say this one was? 379, 373.90. Precise. Let's see. You'll ping it though shortly. Okay. Does anyone from school recognize you from YouTube? No. I mean, like, I have 2,600 subscribers, and like most of them aren't, like, first of all, like, I'm antisocial, right? So like the opportunities of me like actually talking to people versus someone like just like, if you were gonna encounter me, you'd really just have to encounter me like as I'm walking somewhere, not like I'm actually talking to you. So like odds are very low, right? And also my channel is tiny, and I feel like a lot of the people who watch it are like not gonna be college students at my school, just because it's a lot of people over like 20. It's like a lot of people who are like late 20s. So that rules out a lot of people. So 10.98 for Forbidden Light. Man, that's crazy to me. What's the best card in Forbidden Light? Literally this Greninja. Okay. Such a forgettable set. But the ETB is cool. I won't lie. So, oh my god, these have gone up. Jesus. I remember buying this for like 100 a few months ago and feeling like I was paying a lot for it. So 325. So 325, 11, and 169. 169 and 11. Then we're on to Celestial Storm. This is a cool ETB, guys, okay? Celestial Storm's ETB is really, really cool. Let's see. Let's see. Guess it's 420 now and the ratio is worse. Never mind. Yeah. That art is like 1 per 9 or 10 booster boxes as well, so that's pretty rough. LOL. Yes, it is. Is that the original My Little Pony? No, My Little Pony is older. My Little Pony has been around since the 80s. I did also like that, but like I was actually a 10-year-old girl, so I don't think it was creepy. I was not like 40-year-old man. I'm sorry if anyone watching this is a brony. You know, I'm just speaking my truth. So let's see, what else do we have here? Lilia's Best Girl, love the full art trainers, yes. Starting my personal Belisara collection, yes, okay? This channel is going to be Belisara from now on. I'm going to talk about investing in it, and it's going to be like penny stocks. It's like, oh my god, the return, because those cards are like worthless, so imagine. We're bringing it back. It's like Digimon, you know? Is the StockX sticker a deal breaker for a lot of collectors when buying sealed at cheaper prices? For me, it's not. Maybe for some people it is, but for me, as long as it's not on the front, it does not bother me at all. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, I was just projecting about the Hannah Montana because I impulsively bid on a bunch of sealed Hannah Montana TCG and accidentally won it, so now I got skin in the game. Well, did you grade it though, is the real question. And also, I don't know, are those expensive? Like, do people want those? Is that like one of those weird things that you would never expect to be worth any money whatsoever, but then it is? Okay, let's see. Dan, you're gonna get muted if you don't stop. So, you're in your mid-20s and you're here. I mean, I'm 21 and I'm here, so, like, you're welcome. You know, please, hang out. Let's see. Overall, what is the best investment if you can only choose one? ETBs or booster boxes? It's hard to say. So, the thing is that ETBs have outperformed, right? But then that's because people didn't appreciate them. So then, are they gonna stop doing that? Is really the question that we have to ask ourselves. And I feel like maybe, right? So ETBs are dependent. One, and also I think they're printed much more than they were before, right? Was that $9 or $10? It was closer to $10, so we'll fix that. They are much more readily available than they were before, I feel like. People take them more seriously. And then another, like, obviously the pack value is not the same, right? So you're like paying a lot for the contents that are in ETB, whereas booster boxes you can usually get for a good deal, right? Booster box, sometimes you can get lucky and get them for $80 like we've seen. ETBs, usually like 32 is maybe the cheapest, and that's of course below MSRP. So you're going to be paying a lot more per pack, and you have to hope that people want the ETBs. Again, like, they are very displayable and I do like them, but I feel like if I could only buy one, maybe booster boxes, because they're also a lot smaller and they're just worth more and probably more liquid, although both I would say are very, very liquid in the grand scheme of Pokemon. So it's really toss up, and of course it depends. I mean, certain sets only have ETBs if we're talking special sets. So in that case, obviously the ETB is a no-brainer, but if we're talking only ETBs versus booster boxes, if you weren't allowed to buy any ETBs, like even for special sets, then maybe ETBs, because special sets tend to outperform. So that was a really long, rambling answer to say, man, it's hard to answer that question. So we're at $189, $10, and $375 for this one. $375, $189, and $10. Let's see. ETBs have a higher rate of return usually, but consume more space. Yep, I agree with that. Pika Pika says definitely ETBs for specialty sets because there's no booster boxes. For the rest, I do a price per pack assessment. Yeah, and I mean also, like, one thing that really does factor into this is reprints. Like, are there a lot of reprints for these? Certain sets don't get a lot of reprints for ETBs, and I mean we can see that reflected in the price for certain sets. Rebel Clash, that ETB is going for crazy prices, right? Relative to the rest of the products and the quality of the set, it's going for a lot. Ooh, now we're getting into the fun stuff. Team Up, Unbroken Bonds, Unified Minds, and Cosmic Eclipse. Such a good era. I love these. I have all of them displayed behind me because the ETBs all look amazing. I love the Cosmic Eclipse one. I was talking to my friend about this the other day, and it's just so cool. So $21, $860. Yep, $860 because free shipping. And oh my god, $500? Damn. I remember back when this was $300 and feeling like that was a lot. So $21, $860, and $500. So $21, $500, and $860. So Unbroken Bonds is next. How would you guys rank the Team Up sets if you had to? You can do it by maybe like what most people would agree, or just personal opinion. I'm interested in both. Let's see. Matt says, not sure if it's a US thing, but never heard of bronies until it was in Family Guy or something. Obviously, I'm not a fan. I mean, they're just like a meme, right? I remember there was a Bob's Burgers episode about bronies. It was so funny. I think that's probably one of my favorite episodes of that show. And that also tells you the kind of highbrow entertainment and stuff that I like. So $13.29. Then we've got $480 is $470. Can't do math. So $13.29, $470, and $350 for one of these. I actually bought two of this. Actually, there's my unnecessary one back there. I really need to work on paying attention and remembering, because the problem I have is, like, I ship a bunch of stuff to my home in Wisconsin because the tax is so much lower for Wisconsin versus Chicago. So I save a lot of money doing that, but then, like, I forgot that I actually did buy the product, and then I bought another one. So that stays there as a reminder to me to not be dumb. So this one was, what was it, $470, right? And then this was $13.29, if I remember correctly. Unified Minds is next. Okay, let's see, what else are people saying? I haven't opened any of the Hannah Montana, and it's not worth anything. I mean, if it's not worth anything, maybe you should open it. Then, like, you could be getting, like, pop ones if you grade them. I don't know if they would even be gradable. I just go for cool looking stuff. If I like it, others will, because I have great taste. No, not really. I agree with this, except I also have really poor taste because there are certain cards I buy that I know nobody else would really want. Let's see. 50 or 60 for 3 blaster boxes with maybe 8 packs or something. I mean, that's like $24. You're paying more than $2 a pack, so that's not worthless. That's like a bad Pokemon set sometimes. Team Up is the best set, so it's going to command a high price. It's also just because the booster box didn't get reprinted. Let's see. Hannah Montana Prism Chase cards. I mean, that would be really epic, actually. Dex says, it's a recession. Quick, everyone sell me your Pokemon cheap. Yeah, guys, actually, Pokemon, I actually heard that they've canceled Astral Radiance. They've canceled Pokemon Go. They're not printing anymore. No more games are coming out. Scarlet Violet is canceled. And so basically, you should just sell me all of your cards, especially any Entei cards, and I will buy them for pennies on the dollar. But, like, you know, they go into zero, so really, I'm doing you a favor. Let's see. Team Up is the best one. Jack says, wishing you a great stream from Guaranteed Rate Field. Oh, someone's at baseball game, I think? I really don't know sports. Justin Bieber did boxes, too. Everyone gets a TCG. I saw that episode a few months ago. I am assuming you're talking about Bob's Burgers, and that's a good one. Go Sox. Door County Chad here. Okay. Alright. Okay. I need some sealed Unified Minds for my own collection. Yeah, I mean, I really like Unified Minds. I think that ETB is also really cool, but again, like, I already said I like all the ETBs, so, you know, I just like it all. I tried VR chat when I brought my Vive, and I joined a world with a bunch of people dressed up as My Little Pony characters, looking at a mirror and some kid yelling at them that they are not okay. That's really, really funny. I actually have, like, a Quest headset, but the only thing I really use it for is Beat Saber. So, and you know what I like to play on Beat Saber? I like to play Sabaton, which, if you don't know, is a Swedish heavy metal band that does, like, songs about... Did I just search Beat Saber in the search bar? Did I actually just do that? That's... Guys, I'm really dumb. Okay, not Beat Saber. So we need to be searching Unified Minds. But Sabaton is a great band if you like heavy metal or just metal. It's like, I mean, it's not like the craziest, like, heaviest thing ever, you know? It's not like heavy metal, but I really, really like it. So $10.50 for a Unified Minds pack. They have so many cool songs, and I really like listening to lyrics personally. When I listen to songs, like, as long as, like, the rhythm is okay, but, like, if the lyrics are good, I'll usually be happy. And some of them are just so cool, and they tell so many cool stories that it's just like, you can listen to music and kind of learn some stuff at the same time, which I think is really fun. So $10.50, and then was this $3.87 with shipping? No, okay. So $3.85. I'm sorry, I'm blanking. And $10.49. So $3.85. $10.49. Let's see. Team Up has both Erica and Sabrina. Yeah, it's a good set. Sealed Celebrations HODL. I mean, I have some Sealed Celebrations. I mean, I didn't pay crazy prices for it, but, you know, MSRP. I'll sell you the base set Bulbasaur for $30K. I mean, like, I can't afford that. I'm sorry. I met a Brony IRL before, and he owned it 1,000%. I was like, yeah, I'm a Brony, dude, they're sick. And, like, I couldn't even question it. I mean, if you really own it, then honestly, like, the person questioning it almost looks like the idiot, right? Oh, we need to find the ETB for this. Yeah, My Little Pony was a great show. Friendship's Magic. No longer airing, I think. So $235. So this one is actually also $250. This one's been pretty flat for a while, I feel like. Maybe down a little bit. Let's see. This is not helpful. Clearly it's not selling that much on here. So we haven't, I don't know if this is just not updating or what, or if there just really hasn't been a sale. Maybe it's cheaper on eBay. So we'll just say $250 though for this. Cosmic Eclipse. We'll go and check. You know, and these prices are going to be need to be updated over time, right? Because prices are constantly changing, whether they're moving up and down. But I thought, like, it would be good to give you guys a baseline for this. You know, just because, like, I just want to do that for you guys because I'm, like, such a good person. I'm really the best person ever. Obviously that's a joke. Let's see. Beat Saber is a workout. It is a workout. It's really fun though. My god, some of those levels get so freaking hard. You know, most of those video games where it's like, oh, difficult, expert mode, it's just like, difficult is like regular or like easy, but that game is freaking hard, okay? Let's see. I play all the 10-minute meme songs. Oh, those are too long. Hawkman says, isn't there stuff about history? Yes. A lot of it's like focused on war specifically, but it's pretty cool. Pokemon is now a metaverse company that exists exclusively on the Ethereum blockchain now. Sorry. Yeah, actually, if you like turn in all of your cards, specifically what you have to do is you have to put them through a paper shredder, then they will convert them into NFTs. IDK, why no one is talking about the gold medal card from Charizard? Gold medal card from Charizard. Gold medal Charizard from Celebrations. I can't talk. That's where it's at. It's like buying Tesla stock before it blew up. Man, I'm a value investor, so don't talk to me about Tesla. I don't like it. We don't talk about that. Pika says you definitely can't multitask. True, but like, to be fair, I mean, fair. I was gonna try and defend myself, but like, I don't know. I would feel like I'd be lying. Do you think people are sleeping on the Arceus figure box? It has a bad price per pack, but one of the packs is Cosmic Eclipse, and they're still in stock at Best Buy and Target. I mean, look behind me. I think maybe you can see it. It's like a tiny speck, but I have the figure right there. I like it. I think it's a really cool product. Actually, Dan, this is sheets, okay? So we've progressed on this channel. I heeded your advice, and we're using sheets, and I'm really, really struggling, more than I should be. So let's go to XY next. XY base. But yes, this is sheets now. Arceus figure box, I don't think people are sleeping on it. I think a lot of people are talking about it. I talked about it, actually, recently. Not to plug all my other videos, but like, I did. I think it's a pretty good product. Okay, the question now is, do we have to go to eBay for XY? We might have to go. I hate doing it. I hate it so much, but I think we might have to go to eBay. Let's hope this doesn't reveal any personal information when I go here. Okay, perfect. You can see that I was looking at this stuff for a video. So XY base set booster box. Now we're gonna like really have to slow it down. I also can't type at all for the life of me. Let's see. Do you think people are... we've already talked about this. I became a K-pop stan because of Beat Saber rap. There are a lot of K-pop songs on there. I also like K-pop, so it's okay. I'm like the most generic, like, weeby girl you can imagine. Honestly, I'm realizing it right now, and it's like, I'm having a bit of a crisis. Okay, we're gonna look at sold listings so that I can kind of move on from this upsetting realization. Okay, 1K. Yeah, 1K seems fair. So, yep, 1K. We're gonna say 1,000 for this booster box. Let's see what people are saying. Oh, wait, we don't even... No, we do. Okay, never mind. XY base? I don't think XY base has... Does it have ETBs? I can't even remember. Wait, yes, it does. It does. Okay, we're gonna like really be struggling here to get prices on these. Live sheets hype. Good to be accessible for the masses. I try. Even though I'm struggling, I'm willing to make that sacrifice for the greater good. Let's see. Yes, I'm Dan. I was talking to Catch 'em All Collectibles, but I'm sorry, just because I was addressing his specific comment. It helps to buy something you like. Worst case, in 10 years, you can open it. Facts. The Arceus figure box is sold out everywhere here except for LGS stores. They increase prices 50% above MSR. Pika, where are you located? Which country are you in? Pulling the trigger? Pulling the trigger on what? So, what was this best offer? Let's see if we can find anything on here. Also, guys, after this, I might have to go because I'm gonna guess that person sold this for maybe 4,500 though. That's what my guess is gonna be. Let's see actually if there are any available listings. That might help us. So we're just gonna see 5,000 or best offer. We're gonna say 4,500 for that for now. I know people are gonna hate me for like rounding and approximating, but I'm sorry. So, and then we're gonna do the XY base packs. Oh, on XY boxes? No. I mean, they're not like as expensive as they could be technically, but they're expensive. So $33 for an XY pack. Interesting. That's actually interesting. $33 for that versus 36 packs. It would be cheaper to buy the booster box with that price. That's interesting, actually, because that's usually definitely not what the case is. So 33 plus $2.99. Is there anything we can get cheaper? No. And I mean, these are selling. So we're gonna say 33. So we're gonna say $36 for this. $36. Yeah. Oh, Jeffrey, you are right. Let's check 130 point. I always forget the name of it. There used to be a way, I don't even remember how long ago this was, to find it in eBay. There was a way you could find the best offer price. Whoa. That's great. Okay. XY base booster box. Or no. Elite trainer box sealed. Let's see. Okay. Oh my god! Is this real? That's crazy. That's, I don't know how I feel about that. What do you guys think of this sale price here? I find it hard to imagine that this box actually sold for that price. Yeah. I agree with Dan. I don't think that price is right. I think we're going to keep my guess. I think it's better than that. Like, in terms of the guesses that we can get, like, I don't know. That's I don't think that's correct. Let's see. Loose packs are a good idea if the box price is high, unless it's sleeved. Yeah. Gotta love that spike on the graph for sure. Pulling the trigger on $1,000 plus product is tough to do. Yeah, it really is. Like, it's also actually really interesting, like, the psychology of this, because people have such a hard time justifying that for sealed product, I feel like, okay, versus, like, the PSA graded cards, and, like, it's just really interesting, I think, that people are willing to spend so much on these cards. I mean, the thing with the cards is, like, you know what you're getting. The booster box is either you're opening it or you're planning on keeping it sealed, right? So, I don't know. I don't really know which should be more expensive, but probably, I guess, PSA 10s. That can't be real. Yeah, I'm in agreement, so we're not going to use that. But I do, unfortunately, think we might have to end the stream here. I have to, I have a meeting for work at 8:30, and I have to get lunch, or dinner. God, I can't even think. So I have to go, like, hunt for dinner, and then get the dinner, and then eat the dinner in the next 30 minutes. So I think I am going to go do that. But thank you guys so much for the stream. It was really nice doing this with you guys. So much better than if I were doing this by myself. This would be way more boring. So I appreciate all of you guys who were willing to show up for this. And thank you guys all so much for the support. And, you know, all the support on the channel lately. It's been really, really great. And I hope that we can continue to do a lot of cool stuff going forward. What I am going to do is share this link with you guys now. So let's go ahead and get the link. So we're going to share with others. Publish to web, I don't normally use, so we are just going to go ahead and change this to anyone with the link. This is only going to be active for like 15 to 30 minutes is what we're going to say. So it's really for you guys who are actually watching this. Because I really do appreciate it. I'm not going to kill anything, I can promise you that. So here you guys go. Before I go, I would like at least one person to open this and tell me if it works for them, just because if it doesn't work, well, Spencer, you can still get a link to the spreadsheet, so you tuned in at the right time. Yeah, Pika, I just shared it, so hopefully that should be good. Let me know if this is working. Matt, thank you so much for coming. I was really glad to have you here, and I'm glad you were willing to stay for the live. Really, I should be thanking all of you guys. So hopefully this is working, and I hope you guys all have a really good week. Maybe we'll do another live stream this week. We're gonna have to see. But like, I feel like I've been making a lot of content for YouTube lately, and I'm kind of proud of myself. So hopefully this link is working. And what else? Is there anything else I have to say? I don't know. I have some cool projects coming up. Okay, Jump Cut says it works, so I think that we can go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys so much. Spencer, thank you. I'm glad you're willing to watch the VOD. I really appreciate it. But thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Let's go ahead and end this stream. Goodbye.